won a new lottery ticket and wins the second one in a jackpot. On a Maryland man who recently won $50 million in a scratch-off ticket has struck luck again by winning another ticket of another $50 million. The man is 78-year-old Baltimore man who's need to be anonymous. He was visiting Hartford Marathon Station in the city when he just basically got by the $5 scratch off and basically struck $50 million. And then yesterday he went and did another scratch off. This one is a crossword ticket puzzle where he basically won another jackpot of $50 million. The winner said, "I never imagined this could happen to me. I struck gold. Who will think I will win in the scratch-off?" So scratch-offs are indeed lucky for some people. You know, people still buy scratch-offs and claim that they will win. At least somebody was in the race to win. And I think get one more story in. That was weird. As Mariners everywhere does with severe winter, one child is making the best of it by helping out with an organization to basically do the best of it to shovel snow and shovel snow business for now until he does something. I'm a local Baltimore kid that basically gather up teams to basically shovel snow, and basically he's going to his local area and gather other local kids to do the same thing as well. The money he's raising will go against his family to his mother for a new car, which is good. And said that he might do it again, and he might raise money for his mother to get a new computer as well, for himself a new computer as well. So best of luck for this young lad. And that is your What's New in Baltimore. Coming up for Monday's show, which is Money Making Monday, you have your monologue, your Black History Minutes, What's on Your Mind. Me and Dr. Q would talk about what's on our mind that troubles us, maybe something that's we saw in the news, or maybe that's we got something on our mind. What's on your mind? And that's, we continue more, on love tips. Dr. Q will read letters, basically reading about the weird trappings of love from our listeners. That's love tips. After that, what's tomorrow and what's coming for future shows. For more Achieve to Goodness and more will be bemoretalk.org. That's bemoretalk.org. When you find the homepage of Almost Talking Live, you'll catch our past episodes on demand from Season 1 and Season 2 and beyond. And you got any comments or questions to ask us, disguise that's appropriate or anything else, you can chat to Marjorie Brooks and Cody Brooks at info@bemoretalk.org. That's info at bemoretalk. Margaret Brooks and Cody Brooks at bemoretalk. At BaltimoreTalk.org. info@bemoretalk.org. And also, you want to call us to say what's wrong with Aaron Green acting like an ass, or you just want to call say hi. Phone lines are standing by. Number is 917-889-8825. That's 917-889-8825. And call in, press 1 to speak to us. If not, listening to you. We're almost talking live. We're unscripted on your Hearst. Real people, real talk. Today is closing down. Oh, do you want to go to break or you want to go to final thoughts right now?
We have to take a break and then come back with the final thoughts.
Okay, you heard the man. About to sip this water. Okay. We passed the break. Okay, we'll take a break and we'll be back with more Bumble Talking Live. Stick around until 2. Right back.
Him.
Jesus Christ, can we just finish the song? You're welcome to Bone Was Talking Live. Your host, Dr. Q. Co-host is me, Aaron Green. And we were closing down right now. And we're going to our final thoughts. What we learned from today. The final thoughts of today is knowing who loves you, who don't love you. Families. I know we can talk about this till the sun comes up, to not the sun comes up. Families change. These theories about all families get along and all families need to stick together, that's kind of BS sometimes. And a fantasy, all families are not created equal. Whether it's your mother's side or your father's side, you got that weird, family member or family that's been distant to you. I got my share, and so it's like the Q got his share. But sometimes you have to love them if you don't. Love them from afar, or should I say. There's all the same things of loving people from afar. You don't have to basically talk to them or get to see them sometimes. Sometimes once in a blue moon you get to catch up with somebody and talk to that person, the person likes you or not, and catch up. But sometimes you don't want to catch up. You never know what goes in the mind when you talk to your family members, if they like you or not. And that's weird, you know. As kids, you always with your cousins. I always remember with me with my cousins. Now, as we grow up, a lot of things change. People have families. A lot of people have other different types of priorities, or some just be distant with the family for, you know, a little story of anything, you know. And that's okay. Y'all go for a little ups and downs with family members. And sometimes you can't help everybody when you wanted to help anybody. And sometimes you need to just love people from afar. As much good as you've seen, that's you had to do. You know, all families ain't what they seem to be. And thank you for the questions that everybody give us. And keep them coming. Those are good questions on it. And how do people use us to basically be these token black Negroes? Like I said, I'm still thinking of an incident when I was only black person in the room, which I never think of. I'm still thinking of it to right now. But I do got a story when I was basically made fun of by a party I went to. I went to a party with my uncle, and we were the only two black people there. Not only two black people there, there was a lot of other black people there too also, but they were all snooty and, you know, stuck up in their ways, and, you know, I felt out of place. Sometimes you feel out of place. You feel like, you know, why am I here in this party anyway? Of course, I went because my uncle basically didn't want to go, and he dragged my ass into this party. As always, I have to be the person, the fall guy for everything, for little things. Sometimes it's good things to not be good things, I guess. But as he dragged me to this crummy party, to this person that he doesn't like, I went and talked to people and try to mingle, knowing that did no good. But as I walked off, I heard people just snickering right back at me. It was kind of weird, but I don't want to disturb anybody else. And they went up to him and said, "Why are you snickering at?" I didn't want to start a fight, knowing that I was in a party. Long story short, I got kicked out because people thought I was threatening them. I wasn't threatening them. I was just asking a question. Thank God I got kicked out of the party because the party was basically trash. But, you know, having been in there, you know, and having a look about it, it's funny to see somebody use, you know, one black person to be the token black Negro of the group. You know, I'll go in functions, and there's always one white person in the midst of all black people. You know, that token white person in there, and we just sometimes some of us talk to the person, others just basically ignore the person. And it's funny to say that no one wants to be the token person in the party that's felt out of place and out of ordinary. And sometimes it gets very fucking weird. Life is very fucking weird to some people. Others is just a big mystery. That's my final thoughts. Thanks for listening. And that's our show, folks. Remember, stay tuned for Monday for more Baltimore's Talking Live. I'm so glad we have this time together to have a laugh and sing a song. Soon we just got started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. As for say so long, Dr. Q.
So long, Dr. Q. And remember that yesterday is a memory, tomorrow is just a dream.